Hello everyone, welcome to Finance by Vishan Arpita. In today's video, we'll see multiple candlestick pattern, and the first topic is engulfing pattern. In a single candlestick pattern, the trader needed just one candlestick to identify a trading opportunity. However, when analyzing multiple candlestick patterns, the trader needs two or sometimes three candlesticks to identify a trading opportunity. This means the trading opportunity evolves over a minimum of two trading sessions. The engulfing pattern is the first multiple candlestick patterns that we need to look into. The engulfing pattern needs two trading sessions to evolve. In a typical engulfing pattern, you will find a small candle on day 1 and a relatively long candle on day 2, which appears as if it engulfs the candle on day 1. If the engulfing pattern appears at the bottom of the trend, it is called the bullish engulfing pattern. If the engulfing pattern appears at the top of the trend, it is called the bearish engulfing pattern. Now coming to the second topic, the bullish engulfing pattern. The bullish engulfing pattern is a two candlestick pattern which appears at the bottom of the downtrend. As the name suggests, it is a bullish pattern which prompts the trader to go long. The 2-day bullish engulfing pattern is encircled in the chart given here. So this is the chart. So as this chart appears, you can see the pre-requirements for the pattern are as follows. The prior trend should be downtrend. The first day of the pattern P1 should be a red candle reconfirming the bullishness in the market. Basically, red pattern, it tells the bearishness in the market. The candle on the second day of the pattern should be blue, long enough to engulf the red candle. So it has, basically you can see here, it has engulfed the red candle. The thought process behind the bullish engulfing pattern is as follows. The market is in a downtrend with price steadily moving down. On the first day of the pattern P1, the market opens low and makes a new low. This forms a red candle in the process. On the second day of the pattern P2, the stock appears near the closing price of P1 and attempts to make a new low. However, there is a sudden buying interest at this low point of the day, which drives the price to close higher than the previous day open. This price action forms a blue candle. The price action on P2 also suggests the bullish, basically bulls made a very sudden and strong attempt to break the bearish trend, and they did so quite successfully. This is evident by the long candle on P2. The bears would not have expected the bull's sudden action on P2, and hence the bull's action kind of rattles the bears, causing them some amount of nervousness. The bullishness is expected to continue over the next few successive trading sessions, driving the price higher, and hence the trader should look for buying opportunities. The trade setup for bullish engulfing pattern is as follows. The bullish engulfing pattern evolves over the 2 days. The suggested buying price is around the close price of the blue candle, that is on P2. Risk taker initiates the trade on P2 itself after ensuring P2 is engulfing P1. The risk averse initiates the trade on the next day, the day after P2, around the closing price, after confirming the day is forming a blue candle. If the day after P2 is a red candle day, the risk averse trader will ignore the trade owing to rule number 1 of candlestick, buy strength and sell weakness. On a personal note, in multiple candlestick pattern where the trade evolves over 2 or more days, it is worth to be a risk taker as opposed to risk averse trader. The stop loss for the trade would be at the lowest low between P1 and P2. Needless to say, once the trade has been initiated, you will have to wait until the target has been hit or the stop loss has been breached. Of course, one can always trail the stop loss to lock in profits. Have a look at this DLF chart. The bullish engulfing pattern is encircled. The OHLC is P1 minus open equals to 162, high is 168, low is 158.5, close is 160. On P2, the OHLC details are open 159.5, high 170.2, low 159 and close 169. The trend set for bullish engulfing is as follows. The risk taker would go long on P2 at 169. He can do this by validating P2 as an engulfing pattern. To validate P2 as an engulfing pattern, there are two conditions. One, the current market price at 3:20 p.m. on P2 should be higher than P1's open. Second, the open on P2 should be equal to or lower than P1's close. The risk averse will initiate the trade the day after P2 after ensuring that the day is blue candle day. So if the P1 falls on Monday, the risk averse would be initiating the trade on Wednesday around 3:20 p.m. However, as I have mentioned earlier, while trading based on multiple candlestick, it may not be worth initiating the trade on pattern completing day itself, that is P2. The stop loss the stop loss on this trade will be the lowest low between P1 and P2. In this example, the lowest low falls on P1 at 158.5. In this example, both risk averse and risk taker would have been profitable. Here is another example of perfect bullish engulfing pattern of basically on Cipla Limited. The risk averse trader would have completely missed on the great trading opportunity. There is often a lot of confusion on whether the candle should engulf just the real body or the whole candle, including the lower and the upper shadow. As long as the real bodies are engulfing, in my personal experience, I would be happy to classify the candle as a bullish engulfing pattern. Of course, candle sticklers would object to this, but what really matter is how well you hone your trading skills with a particular candlestick pattern. So going by that thought, I'd be happy to classify the following pattern as a bullish engulfing pattern, even though uh, even though the shadows are not engulfed. So now coming to the third topic, the bullish engulfing pattern. The bullish engulfing pattern is a two candlestick pattern that appears at the top end of the trend, making it a bearish pattern. The thought process remains very similar to the bullish engulfing pattern. except one has to think about it from a shorting perspective. Take a look at the chart. Mm, so you can have a look at this chart, and the two candles that make up the bullish engulfing pattern is encircled here. So you will notice, to begin with, the bulls are in absolute control, pushing the prices higher. On P1, as expected, the market moves up and makes a new high, reconfirming a bullish trend in the market. On P2, as expected, the market opens high and attempts to make a new high. However, at this high point, selling pressure starts. This selling comes unexpected and hence tend to displace the bulls. The seller pushes the price lower, so much so that the stock closes below the previous day open. This creates nervousness amongst the bulls. The strong sell on P2 indicates the bear may have successfully broken down the bull's strong hold, and the market may continue to witness selling pressure over the next few days. The idea is to short the index or the stock to capitalize on the expected downside in the price. The trade setup would be as follows: the bearish engulfing pattern suggests a short trade. Risk taker initiates the trade on the same day after validating the two condition. The open on P2 is higher than P1's close. The current market price at 320 on P2 is lower than P1's open price. If the two conditions are satisfied, then it would be logical to conclude that it is a bearish engulfing pattern. The risk averse will initiate the trade on the day after P2 only after ensuring it is a red candle day. Since the bearish engulfing pattern on day 2 pattern, it makes sense to be a risk taker. However, this purely depends on individual risk appetite. Take a look at the chart of Ambuja Cement. So this is the chart. So take a look at this chart of Ambuja Cement. So this is the chart. So you can look at this chart. So take a look at this Ambuja Cement chart. There are two bearish engulfing pattern formed. The first pattern on the chart encircled starts from left. So the first pattern on the chart did not favor the risk taker. However, the risk averse would have completely avoided taking the trade. The second bearish engulfing pattern would have been profitable for both the risk taker and the risk averse. The OHLC data on the bearing engulfing pattern encircled at the top end of the chart is as follows: open 214, high 220, low 213.3, close 218.75. Open P2 open 220, high 221, low 207.3, close 209.4. The trade setup for the short trade based on the bearish engulfing pattern is as follows: on P2 by 320, the risk taker would have initiated the short trade at 209 after ensuring P1 and P2 together form a bearish engulfing pattern, the risk averse will initiate the trade the day after P2 only after ensuring the day is a red candle day. The stop loss for both the cases will be the highest high of P1 and P2, which in this case is at 221. Both the risk averse and the risk taker would have been profitable in this particular case. The presence of a 2G. This is the fourth topic. Now, here is a fascinating chart. You can see here is a fascinating chart from I can tell you chart like the one shown is are highly profitable. One should not miss such trading opportunity. Take a look at a chart that are what are the things that caught your attention. An obvious uptrend is, as highlighted, the bearish engulfing pattern right at the top end of the upward rally, a doji formation on the day following P2. What implication would the doji have in this chart? Let us inspect this chart event by event. A prolonged uptrend in this chart confirms the bulls are in absolute control. On P1, a blue candle is formed, confirming the bulls' dominance in the market. On P2, market opens high and make a new high, comforting the bulls. However, at the high price, a strong surge to sell builds up to the extent that the price closed below P1 opening price. This trading action on P2 sets in a bit of panic to bulls, but they are not shaken yet. On day 3, let us call it as P3. The opening is weak, it is not much lower than P2's close. This is not good comforting for the bulls as they expect the market to be stronger. During P3, the market attempts to move high, Doji's upper shadow. However, the high is not sustained, even the low is not sustained, and eventually the day closes flat, forming a doji. As may recall, doji indicate indecision in the market. On P2, bulls panicked, and on P3, bulls are uncertain. Panic with uncertainty is the perfect recipe for a catalyst, which explains the long red candle following the doji. Uh, I can tell you that whenever a doji forms a recognizable candle pattern, the opportunity created is bigger. Beside illustrating this point, I also want to draw your attention to the chart analysis methodology. Notice in this particular chart, you did not just look at what was happening on P1 or P2. Still, we went beyond that and actually combined the two different patterns to develop a comprehensive market view. So this is the fourth topic. Now coming to the piercing pattern. The piercing pattern is very similar to the bullish engulfing pattern in a major variation. Uh, in a bullish engulfing pattern, the P2 um, in a bullish engulfing pattern, the P2 candle engulfs P1 red candle. However, a piercing pattern P2 blue candle partially engulfs the red candle. So I'll just share a picture and show it to you how it really works. So just a second. So you can see here However, in a piercing pattern P2, blue candle partially engulfs P1 red candle. However, engulfing should be between 50% or less than 100%. You can validate this visually or calculate the same. For example, if P1 range is 12, P2 range would be at least 6 or higher, uh, are but below 12. As long as the condition is satisfied, everything else is similar to the bullish engulfing, including the trade setup. Here a taker would initiate the trade on P2 around the close. The risk averse would initiate the trade the day after P2, only after ensuring a blue candle is formed. The stop loss would be the low of the pattern. Have a look at this chart. You can just see to this chart. Here P2 blue candle engulfs just only 50% of P1's red candle. For this reason, we do not consider this as a piercing pattern. Now coming to the dark cloud cover. This is the sixth topic. The dark cloud cover is very similar to the bearish engulfing pattern with a minor variation. In a bearish engulfing pattern, the red candle on P2, basically the red dark candle, you can just have a look at this chart. So however, in a dark cloud cover, the red candle on P2 engulfs about 50% to 100% of P1's blue candle. The trade set up is the same as the bearish engulfing pattern. Think about the red cloud cover as the inverse of the piercing pattern. Now the perspective on selecting a trade. This is the last topic. Typically, stocks in the same sector have similar price movement. For example, think about TCS and Infosys, or ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. Their price movement is similar because they are more or less of the same size and have a similar business and have same external factor that affect their business. However, this does not mean that stock price movement would match price to price. For example, if there are negative news in the banking sector are bound to fall. In such a scenario, if the stock price of ICICI Bank falls by 2%, it is not really necessary that HDFC Bank stock price should also fall exactly 2%. Probably HDFC Bank stock price may fall by 1.5% or 2.5%. So here are two stocks may form two different but somewhat similar candlestick pattern, such as the bullish engulfing and dark cloud cover at the same time. Both these are recognizable candlestick pattern, but I choose between the two pattern to set up a trade. I would put my money on the bearish engulfing pattern as opposed to a dark cloud cover. This is because the bearishness in a bearish engulfing pattern is more pronounced because it engulfs the previous day entire candle. On the same lines, I would choose a bullish engulfing over a piercing pattern. However, there is an exception to this selection criteria later in this module. I will introduce 6-point trading checklist. A trade should satisfy at least 3 to 4 points on this checklist to consider a qualified trade. Keeping this point in perspective, assume a situation where the ICICI Bank stock form a piercing pattern and the HDFC Bank stock forms a bullish engulfing pattern. Naturally, one would be tempted to trade the bullish engulfing pattern. However, if the HDFC stock satisfy 3 checklist point and ICICI Bank satisfy 4 checklist point, I would go ahead ICICI Bank stock even though it forms the less convincing candlestick pattern. On the other hand, if the stock satisfy 4 checklist pattern, I will go ahead with HDFC Bank trade. So the key takeaways from this chapter are the multiple candlestick pattern evolve over 2 or more trading day. The bullish engulfing pattern evolves over 2 trading day. It appears at the bottom end of the downtrend. Day 1 is called the P1 and day 2 is called P2. In the bullish engulfing pattern, P1 is a red candle and P2 is a blue candle. P1's blue candle completely engulfs the P1 red candle. A risk taker initiates a long trade at the close of P2 after ensuring P1 and P2 together form a bullish engulfing pattern. A risk averse trader will initiate the trade on the day after P2 near the close of the day. The stop loss of the bullish engulfing pattern is the lowest low between P1 and P2. The bearish engulfing pattern appear at the top end of the uptrend. P2 red candle completely engulfs P1's blue candle. A risk taker initiates a strong trade on the close of P2 after ensuring P1 and P2 together forms a bearish engulfing pattern. The risk taker will initiate the trade the day after P2 after confirming the trade form a red candle. The highest high of P1 and P2 forms the stop loss for a bearish engulfing pattern. The presence of a doji after an engulfing pattern tends to catalyze the pattern evolution. The piercing pattern works very similar to the bullish engulfing pattern, except that P2's blue candle engulfs at least 50% and below 100% of P1's red candle. The dark cloud cover works similar to bearish engulfing pattern, except that P2's red candle engulf at least 50% and below 100% of P1's blue candle. So this is all about multiple candlestick pattern. This is the first part. We have we'll be upcoming with other parts too. So if you like the video, please hit like. If you gained a lot of knowledge, share it with your friends too. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.